If your home feels stressful the moment that you walk in, that is not normal. That is not random either. See, your home is supposed to feel like a break, rest, peace, right? Not another job, not another freaking battle, not another thing that you have to freaking survive. So if you walk into your home and your chest gets tight and your defenses get up and you feel like you have to watch your tone and you have to watch what you say and you feel like anything that you do can start an argument, that means that there's something deeper going on and you can't ignore it. So today I'm going to show you exactly how exactly this happens in your home. Why does it feel like more pressure than peace? And how do we change it fast? Because when you start to feel like that, things get very serious and we don't want to wait for a crisis to have to make a change. So how do we change the vibe? Right? See, most homes, they don't lose peace because of like these big things happening. They lose peace because of how people treat each other throughout the day, every day. And it's little things. The enemy uses little things like those little tones, those little reactions, those little tensions, those little disappointments, those moments that nobody freaking talks about and we don't deal with and we start to hold it in. The enemy comes and starts to multiply it and we start keeping record of wrong. So when you stack those moments day after day, this is what happens. You start to get defensive, right? And the home starts to feel tight, heavy, uncomfortable. There's no peace there again. And here's the truth. The home doesn't explode. The home slowly fills up with pressure. And then everybody who is there together, who really loves each other, starts to feel like strangers. Right? So think about this is happening in our homes every day. We need to pay attention so we can interrupt it and not wait for a crisis to make a change. Look, it's morning time. Kids are getting ready, right? If you have kids. And, your work emails, of course, are going to be blowing up already. Everybody's rushing. Everybody's doing their thing. They have their responsibilities. They have their stress. You know what I'm talking about, right? And this is the time where you snap. Hey, can you please hurry up? Right? The guy snaps. Come on, we're always making us late. And then she snaps back. Why are you talking to me like that? And then boom, both are already irritated. And the day hasn't even freaking started. And boom, that sets the tone for the rest of the day. That's how it starts. And then you come back at night, you didn't deal with it, and then, he walks in tired, she's drained too. The house is loud, and everyone needs something, right? So he walks in wanting peace, right? But doesn't get it. He wants a minute of peace, and she wants help. And then he walks in and he feels pushed and she feels ignored. And then nobody's wrong, but nobody feels good. This is what's happening. And the enemy, the devil, comes in and loves to take advantage of this stuff. So this is how homes lose peace. Not because of one big fight, but because people start to feel empty and nobody knows how to fix these things and refill it again. Nobody knows how to restore it, reset it, and that's what we're here doing right now. So look, it's better. There's a scripture that says this, and it's a hard-hitting scripture in the Bible. It says, it's better to live on the rooftop than in a house full of tension. This is a proverb. I'd rather live on the roof of my house than inside this house because there's so much tension. I'd rather go just, put my bed on top of the roof and I'll just hang out there. That's what the scripture is saying. It's not about running away. It's about this truth that tension eats peace and pressure eats connection. Tension will eat the peace in the home, and that pressure will eat the connection in your relationships. There's another scripture that says, blessed are the peacemakers. So look, peace doesn't just show up on its own. Peace is not going to just yes, oh, peace, thanks, come on in, please fill up everybody in every room because it's not going to happen like that, right? Somebody has to create it. Somebody has to lead it. Peace is a skill. It's a habit. It's a choice. It's not a mood. Did you hear that? So you need to take responsibility to bring peace and not depend on what they're doing or not doing and get reacted. Well, I'll do it if they do it because I'm not going to just be a doormat. No, come on. It's not a mood. It's a habit. It's a choice. And here's the real reason that your home is feeling pressured that way. Look, you bring outside stress into your home. You're not resetting. I work with a lot of high performers, business owners, that they're succeeding, multimillionaires in business, but they're struggling in their health and they're struggling in their home. These are the people I work with. So I one of the first things I have to teach them, look, Don't go home and give them your leftover low quality energy. That is not right. Because most people do. Guys, they go in, they're walking in like burnout already. And they're bringing in the stress. They're coming in not empty, but full of stress and pressure and stuff. And then when they get home, you're giving them the leftover low quality image and version of yourself to the people that you love most. That's a big no-no. That's a big mistake. I coach people and I tell them to release tension and set a new intention. And I do deep coaching on this. We do role play. We get deep into it. But just, I want you to think like this. How do I want them to feel when I walk in? What's the emotion that I want to trigger and create? I want them to be happy. So if I want to trigger that, I can't be walking in with my freaking bags, my work bag. I can't walk in like, hey guys, like, long day, let me just give me some time real quick. Like, you can't be walking in like that. You got to release tension, set a new intention. If I want to create happiness, I got to come in with like my face happy, even if I'm tired, even if I'm not happy. I need to change my energy, and like that way when they see me, it's like I'm setting a different tone. Don't give them your leftover low quality version of yourself. Don't bring the outside stress inside your home where there needs to be peace. Another thing is nobody resets the tone. So your home needs a reset, a cleanup with emotions. It's like emotional cleanup. And if you don't reset the tone, who's going to do it? So yesterday's stress is going to stay, and it starts to stack, and it starts to get bigger and create this snowball. And this is where, again, the enemy takes advantage. You have to learn how to reset the tone. And I'm going to show you some things right now, but here's another problem. People feel judged and not supported in the home, right? Like one feels nagged, one feels ignored, but they both feel alone. We need to change that in our relationships, in our conversations. This is what's that's robbing the peace in our home. Another thing is that everyone is tired and nobody says it. Not physically tired, emotionally tired. We're just burned out and we don't know how to communicate it, so then we behave it. Instead of communicating it, we behave it, and it's like attitude and snapping because we're freaking tired emotionally. Another thing that happens in the home is peace. It's no longer a habit. Like this chaos and everybody going in, coming late, and like that's become routine. And that's why pressure keeps winning, because chaos is the routine, not peace. So this has to change, and it's not going to change by itself. If you don't like it, then change it. If you don't like your relationship and the home and there's no peace right now, there's only pressure and stress, then freaking change it. How, Richard? But how? How do I do this? Let me tell you how. Okay? How? First thing is call out what's really happening. Can you do that? 1. What's really happening? What's really happening? Call it out. Look, you get into, and you're doing it not with frustration or mad or you need to change this or this is your fault. This is like you really wanting to fix this. Hey, our home feels stressed. We don't connect enough. Right? Like, say it. When you start to name the problem, when you call out what's really happening, you stop fighting each other and you can start fixing the problem, because you start to think that each other is the problem. But when you start putting the problem in front of you and not in between you, it's like, hey, we have a problem and let's fix this. Like our home is stressed. Our home is stressed. Our home feels very stressed, and we don't connect enough. You're putting the problem out here rather than blaming. You're not fighting. You're focusing on something that you could fix together and fixing your home. Call out what's really happening and focus on the home, not fighting each other. Yes? Step 2. So I want you to create one daily pause. One daily pause. So what does that mean? A pause where I'm not talking about like a deep talk. I'm not talking about trying to fix each other. I'm not talking about anything heavy. I'm just saying one pause where you can sit. You can sit. Just freaking breathe. Pray. Just check in. It's a pause to check in with the relationships that you love. Sit there, take a breath, and then check in. 2 minutes is enough. You could do 2 minutes. Okay? So what's really happening? Put it out on the table and let's talk about, and let's have this daily pause where every day I am going to take responsibility. Don't wait for them. You take responsibility, where you're just going to intentionally, on purpose, take a breath, sit down, check in with them. Even if it's for 2 minutes, that is enough. But it has to be daily. Okay? Daily. Step 3. Stop bringing stress straight into the house. No stress. But Richard, I have stress every day. Okay, well, don't bring it into your home. You need to be emotionally mature, where you can, get rid of that stinking thinking. Tell your brain, hey, good job, shut up. You're going to be there tomorrow. You're going to be focused on that tomorrow. Right now, you need to focus on, bringing peace and love to your wife or your kids. You need to switch your brain. Take responsibility. Even if you need to sit in the car, I know I do this. I park in the car and I stay out there for like 2 minutes before I walk in. And I reset my mind. I reset my tone. I think, how do I want them to react when I come in right now? And in order for them to react that way, how does my energy need to be, my posture? How fast do I need to open the door? What does my face need to look like? What are the first words that are going to come out of my mouth? All this is intentional because I want them to feel and have a certain emotion. So what do I need to do? I need to not bring any freaking stress in. I need to be more intentional. Stop bringing the stress into your home. Yes? 4. So now I want you to change how you start the day and end the day. These are the bookmarks, the bookends, right? How you start the day and how you end the day. So I want you to have a start and end routine. A start and end routine. How you start the morning is going to determine how the day goes. If you win the morning, you win the day. And then if you win the day, at the end of the day, you start to reflect of that day. This is how you create some very strong momentum. So I want you to change your routine here. I want you to start with calm, with power. Like when you get up in the morning, have some water, have something, powerful to eat, like healthy. Visualize your day, like really imagine you winning that day. Have a good workout, like in the morning to get everything going. Get into some prayer, read the Bible. Like do these things on purpose to get your mind, your spirit, your body, your soul, everything on you, like focused and just ready to freaking dominate the day. But you have to do that on purpose with purpose. So I want you to change how you start and end the day. Have a routine that's going to help you to win. And then 5, last one. I want you to choose one thing today that brings peace. One thing today. Something small. Just change your tone. Change your face. Change your face and your tone. Give a hug. 10 seconds. No squeeze. No, hey, what's up? Just a real genuine hug that says, I'm here. Or even a simple, real eye contact, pause, hey, thank you. Or just a calm walk together. But choose something, one thing today that you're going to do on purpose, with purpose, because these small things, it's a small piece, you doing small piece in your relationship throughout the day, it beats big pressure. But you have to be consistent. Yes? So, what's the real thing that's happening? Daily pause, no stress, have a starting routine, and choose one thing that you're going to do today. So let me bring all this together here, okay? Look, if your home has felt heavy, don't wait for it to get worse. Don't wait for a crisis to make you change. You can reset the whole thing with some simple habits, but you have to be consistent, right? So do these things now, and if you want more help, I have a couple things I'll put right here into the description. I have a 30-day plan that will be focused more on you and your growth. Okay? Then I have a 30-day plan that is for your relationship. It's a 30-day marriage reset program where I give you it's like 5 to 7 minutes long, real short, hard-hitting clips every day for 30 days of what you need to do in your marriage to restore it and reset it. So if you have a crisis in your marriage and you need a reset and you don't want like long counseling sessions and therapy and you don't want all that, you just want something you can do to get some results, that's what this program is for. Now, if you are in crisis and you need something more serious, then message me. Let me help you. I really love people. And I really believe in marriages. I really believe in having strong, secure homes. It's not perfection, but it's about connection. Yes? So, if you want more information, I have another video called The Silent Breakup. Go check out my other ones of what every man should know about every woman, and vice versa. Some great topics over here on how to build your relationship. So thank you. I'm Richard Martinez, the Relationship Doctor, and I'll see you in the next episode.